I'm not gonna lie, y'all, education, it depends if you're trying to be a lawyer or doctor, but it's like, if you're really trying to do something in the entertainment business, go follow your dreams. Okay. Everything really started in Brooklyn, New York. I grew up in a neighborhood where it's like not really too much.
Like growing up, people used to always tell me being a barber was like a bum job. Like, bro, you're not gonna make any money doing it.
She killed me with silence. I spammed her phone. I emailed her at one point.
Yeah, one time Rihanna blocked me, and you know, I made a fake page. Like, you got me messed up, but hey, it is what it is.
She slid up on a Snapchat. I had to add it. I didn't even know that was her. And she said my mother's name. Was like, oh shit, your mother used to be cool with my mom.
Y'all cousins.
What?
Oh.
What the fuck? No. I mean, shit. Who would know about?
Lights, camera, action, this a movie, come record it. I feel like I'm Dane, cause they know that I'm important. Got a vibe just like a Honda, when she run, she act accordingly. And I feel so important when I'm rocking this exploited. They beefing on the well, see they feeling like they split. She say that I'm a dog, but it's $1 million mutt. And I got the game back, that's $1 million trust. We chasing meals, shout out Slim, this $1 million cut.
I got another surprise guest for the $1 Million CUTZ episode. I'm gonna let him introduce himself for y'all, man.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Erickson. Most definitely, bless up to my mans right here. If y'all not tuned out, y'all in tune now. Appreciate you for this. Okay.
We in there, man. Just give y'all a little breakdown, man. We've been doing really good with the $1 Million CUTZ episode so far. And man, we've been getting a lot of hot people on the channel, bro. Y'all come check us out. Like and subscribe to $1 Million CUTZ episodes, bro. You want to put a like and subscribe on yours?
Of course. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. If y'all not subscribing, what y'all doing?
Boom. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna start off by saying this before we even do the interview, man. I really don't know Eric like that. I only met him like one time beforehand, and I cut his hair before, so that's a good thing for me because he has really like wavy hair on some shit, y'all. So like I gotta be real careful with him, and I already got like some exposure to it with him. So boom, we're in there. So man, first thing first, just to get to know Eric a little better, man. And what you go by, Eric? You go by Erickson NYC, right?
Yeah, Erickson NYC. Okay, Eric pretty much Gucci.
Okay, cool. Is the son added on? Or is that like all together?
Nah, Erickson is like...
That's the real name,
that's
right?
That's my real name, Erickson.
Oh, okay. That's some New York ass shit for you, all right?
Yeah, I'm done.
That's some New York ass shit. But, boom, just even before we get into that, I want to know, like, Eric, where exactly, my bad, y'all, we got to watch out for the balls, too. Pause. But, where exactly do you come from, Eric? Like, what's your stomping grounds? Where were you born? Where you originated from?
I originally started, and I was born in Bushwick, but I moved in Flatbush, and when I was like 13, 15, 14, 15 actually, yeah. So everything really started in Brooklyn, New York, and I grew up in a neighborhood where it's like not really too much. Everybody just be on their own time, and I was pretty much like an independent kid, to be honest.
Man, give me some insight on what you mean by like Flatbush and all that. Like, where is that located?
That's located like Flatbush. Flatbush is the best hood in New York. Not New York, but in Brooklyn. Word.
Oh, okay, so that's in Brooklyn, New York. I'm thinking you saying like it might be a little further north or anything like that. Okay.
Yeah, like New York be having like its boroughs, like there's Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, Manhattan, Brooklyn, pretty much everything else. So it's like, yeah.
Okay, so what was your neighborhood like growing up and everything like that in that area?
Oh, in Flatbush, I say respectfully, if I didn't even move into Flatbush, I wouldn't have really started on YouTube, for real. I feel like that was pretty much the stepping stone. When it comes down to the hood, it's like, Flatbush is really like towards Caribbean people. So you see a lot of Haitians, a lot of like Jamaican people. That was pretty much the environment I grew up to, for sure.
Okay, so when you say you would have never started a YouTube career, you feel like other things would have kind of like held you back, or you would have been involved in other type of scenarios, or what?
For sure. Like,
what type of scenarios you think so?
Like, if it wasn't for YouTube, I would have become like a mechanic, for real.
Oh, okay. See, I was lost. I'm thinking you saying like you would have been like a huge drug kingpin or something. I'm like, yo, what is he getting at right now? But y'all got it firsthand from my boy right here. Cool. Let me ask you this real quick. Are the neighborhoods particular? I remember hearing about Brooklyn as a kid. They would say Brooklyn is like one of the worst parts of New York. Is it like a bad neighborhood to be in?
Nah, well, yeah. I mean, pretty much wherever you go in Brooklyn, it's like you gotta watch your back because you don't know what type of time anybody else on.
Facts.
Like, because everybody be on some weird shit. So you don't know who really true to themselves. You know somebody being nice to you. You just gotta like be aware type shit. Because if you're not, then you're gonna have people playing with you. And I would say you just gotta be more towards like 10 toes on wherever you go, honestly enough.
Okay, cool. So like, the whole New York is like that to you, basically, like all the boroughs and stuff like that.
Heavy. Because you know if you're walking towards a place where it's like you gotta watch your back on.
So what age did you leave New York?
Age that I leave New York, 21.
21?
Yeah, I just recently moved out here in Atlanta.
Okay.
So I just wanted to start something different.
How old are you now?
I'm 21 now.
Oh, okay, so you ain't been out here too long.
Nah, not too long. I just been here for like a month. See how this place goes. So far, Atlanta fire. Not gonna lie. Everybody everybody be in their own motion. Everybody doing their own thing.
Okay.
What about you? Like, how was Atlanta growing up for you?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, like I grew up in like the outskirts of Atlanta, so you know most of the time the outskirts are labeled as like suburban areas and stuff like that.
That's tough.
But you can go down the street and be involved in the mix, you know, if you wanted to be.
Oh,
it's just up to you.
It's like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's kind of close. I feel like all of our outskirts, you know, if you can ride MARTA, you down there can get anywhere in Atlanta. Like, if you can get MARTA to wherever you're at, you're good. But,
you right.
you know what I'm saying? What ended up making you leave New York?
It's just like, I felt like in New York, I pretty much like maxed out everything else I could do. So it's like, I low-key wanted to do, like I have a different challenge for myself and be uncomfortable.
Facts.
Start somewhere that I'm very unfamiliar. Start to get different people and network with a lot of different people. Cause that's pretty much what this whole game about, just networking.
Facts.
Getting to know the people and stuff, yeah.
So one day you just decided like, man, I just want to expand what I got going on. I'm leaving, like.
For sure, yeah.
How was the move for you? Like, was it hard? Was it easy? Or was it just like, hey, I'm out of here, y'all?
It was hard, not gonna lie, it was hard. Cause originally, you know, if I had everything else situated for real.
Yeah.
And then when I moved out here, it was just like, that's a good thing I moved out here with my partners. It's like my two guys, Sean and Lamar. And those two people, they inspire me to do better, cause it's like, we roughly do the same thing, which is like the content thing.
Oh, so you don't feel like you out here by yourself type thing? Like you kind of out here with your friends, parlaying and everything like that?
Getting everything situated.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Like I was like, if it wasn't for them, like, if I didn't really have my partners, then I would have still moved to Atlanta. I would have had it the hard way, but it's like, more people more the better, so you can have other people along with you to help you get to know the different people for sure.
How long have you been doing YouTube?
I started YouTube when I dropped out of school. I originally started YouTube when 2017, for sure. But when I dropped out of college and shit, that's when I really took it serious. That was like 2020 type shit.
Did you dropped out of college, not high school, right?
Nah.
Okay,
I dropped out of college for sure. So, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Education, it depends if you're trying to be a lawyer, doctor, but it's like, if you're really trying to do something in the entertainment business, go follow your dreams. Start a business, do what you gotta do for sure.
What were you in college for?
Business and financing.
Okay. And you ended up dropping out of that, right?
Yeah, I was like, ain't nothing really too much on that.
Best decision of your life?
I mean, so it got me over here. Hardships, work, but it's like, I kind of felt like my parents really wanted me to do college, but it's like, that shit wasn't for me, so I just wanted to really do towards something I wanted to do.
What you got to say for the people that might be struggling with that choice of their self, like their parents really want them to be involved in the college lifestyle, but they just feel like it's not for them? What would you tell them?
I would tell them, like, most definitely follow within your heart. Like, respectfully enough, it's like, I understand you're trying to earn your mother or your father is trying to, like, kind-hearted, but it's like, you rather be stuck in a job where it's like you're not really feeling entertained, or it's like you really trying to do you and do some shit that you really love doing. Because obviously enough for your parents and all of that, they're not gonna fuck with it at first, but that's the whole point of grinding and showing them like you could actually do something and like start nothing from something, literally.
So basically make them earn your respect, like, like, man, y'all gonna give me my respect because this is what I wanna do and I'm gonna show y'all I can do it type thing.
For sure, like that's what I did. When I first started doing YouTube and shit, my mother did not, like, she thought, YouTube, you gonna make money on the internet? I was like, yeah, like, you can really do this. Until shit started popping off and shit, and I showed her and I proved to her, I was like, yo, you can really make money off of this. You can make a living.
What was one of the most significant things that you did to kind of show her, like, I can make it off of YouTube? Like, was it something you bought? Was it monumental or what?
It was just like, honestly, money speaks volumes, not gonna lie. Like, of course, I understand my mother, she wanna make sure I'm good, but what's way more settled towards everything is like making sure like her son is financially good. So that's all she matters. Now we up to a point where it's like she understands what I'm doing, she respects it, and like she just hopes the best for me out here.
So, like when you were in college, were you doing YouTube, or what were you doing before YouTube in general?
YouTube in general, I was just, realistically speaking, I was just there for my freshman year. After that, then yeah, not gonna lie, I was just there partying, doing fuck shit. I was going through a heartbreak though. That really like had me in my bag, like for real. Shit.
So you just was doing your thing basically in college, and you was just running up your money type shit.
Yeah, I try.
Do you feel like making money in college it kind of persuades you to not want to do college as well? Like it kind of makes you feel like, man, I'm already doing well, fuck it, I'm gonna leave.
Nah, in my situation, I wasn't making money at all. I just chose to jump, literally. Like for YouTube, I was already monetized. I had 11K on YouTube. And then after that, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just drop all of this shit. All I gotta really do to make money is just drop videos, and I did that consistently. I had a plan, made sure I followed through with the plan, and I did what I had to do. For sure.
For sure.
But what about you? Like, what really made you get into this, like, cutting hair, becoming a barber?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I get this question all the time.
What's up?
I swear to God, I get the haircut question all the time. What made me want to be a barber? Because I ain't gonna lie, growing up, people used to always tell me being a barber was like a bum job. Like, bro, you're not gonna make any money doing that type of thing. But what a lot of people don't know is the first black millionaire in Atlanta was a barber, by the way, just to let y'all know. Yeah, first black millionaire in Atlanta was a barber. He used to cut all the senators, he used to cut the president, he used to cut all the councilmen, all that, just to let y'all know. So do y'all research on being a barber and how much money you can make doing it for real. But basically, man, just wanted to run my own schedule, doing my own thing and stuff like that. You know, I really enjoy just having to network with other folks, you know. Blase, it's a lot of shit included with that, but I think the origins would be just having like somebody that was showing me how to cut hair beforehand. You know, I used to get my hair cut by my stepdad and stuff like that as a kid. So
that was like your mentor?
Not really. I mean, I took heed to it because of the fact that he was doing it, but I really ain't have to do it because of him, because he ain't made no money doing it. But you know, I'm a little different, so we took off with that. But man, best advice: do what you love doing. You're gonna make some money doing it regardless.
For sure. No matter who you hurt, you're gonna have to do that shit regardless.
So, with doing YouTube, do you feel like that's the only career that you would want to do at this point, or do you feel like you got anything else that's in the stipulations, like, oh, I might do this later on?
I might do like the clothing business too, for sure. Like that's really one of my big things I wanted to do. Like I want to have a clothing brand, like, cause I know on the YouTube people gonna miscommunicate the clothing brand with the merch, but I really want to have something like stepping stone. Like I want to have my biggest dream right now is literally having like building up my clothing brand to the point where it's like I get a collaboration with Nike with my own sneaker. Okay. That would be hard.
Yeah.
Cause it's like I used to be a reseller. Like when I was a youngin', I had to hustle this shit. Like I can respectfully say enough. Like up to my point, I did not work up the job. I just kept hustling, figuring out what works, what doesn't work. So I used to camp in front of stores the whole night for a sneaker to reseller to make money when I was a kid.
So that's what you was doing before YouTube or during YouTube?
Before YouTube.
Okay. And so that's what you used to fund the YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was just legit doing that shit.
So for anybody that's trying to start, like, well, I'm first of all, I know Eric for this. I don't know him too well just yet. We getting there, y'all. But I do know him for having a YouTube as a couple's relationship, and it's kind of fire to me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I scrolled through his page before we started doing the haircut and everything, and I was just like, damn. Like, every video got some good views on it, and he's really taking it serious. Like, and everything he does is with his partner, and I'm like, damn, that shit fire. Like,
shout out to my baby mother, the word.
Okay then.
But like,
she right there, y'all. We gonna give her a special shout out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appreciate you, my heart.
Okay then. So just knowing that you have like a YouTube, was your YouTube always like relationships, or was it kind of like solo at first, or?
It was like solo at first, and then I started maneuvering towards doing content with my little sister, and then that's what people really grasp on towards. Like everybody love my sister. She a baby kid for sure. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But like that's my relationship with my sister. I really fuck with her. Like, cause me and her grew up in the same type of household. It's like our parents ain't really give us much, so we try to make as much shit happen. So I've introduced her, and thank God enough I gave her a platform with her. It's like she can really do anything now, literally.
Thanks.
Like,
so you kind of creating that dynasty right now for you and her.
Yeah, because it's like I grew up in a household where like I had like a mother and father, but it's like they ain't really give me that type of love. So it's like I try to look that love towards somebody else, and that's the biggest problem anybody could ever go to. Cause that's not the solution. That you have to find that love within yourself for sure. And like most definitely for my little sister, it's like instead of like her doing this crazy shit, or especially having to work anything, it's like I could really have that shit on for her. It's like I'm the type of person I want to see everybody for sure, like no matter what it is, because everybody out here doing their own thing, and life is hard, like for sure.
Yeah, I saw you did. I thought you was just doing a few snippets where you were just like, all right, let me add my sister into this video and stuff like that. But you actually had a YouTube channel going with just you and your sister at one point.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's fire. I did not know that. I thought that you was just incorporating her just to throw it for a twist and everything like that. Yeah, that's fire. So when did you decide to move into the relationship YouTube thing?
The relationship YouTube, I ain't gonna lie, for my girl, me and my girl got mad history. Like this girl that I'm with, shit, we been with each other since the sandbox. Like, quick little rundown. Her mother, my mother used to be best friends. Her mother was supposed to be my godmother, but it didn't end up happening. And then their relationship fell out. And then, shit, in the future later, I think it was when we was turning like 15, she slid up on a Snapchat, had an ad, I didn't even know that was her. Until she asked me what hood I'm from. I told her what hood I'm from. We both from the same hood. And she said my mother's name, was like, oh shit, your mother used to be cool with my mom. And then it was like the universe type shit, word, it was weird.
Oh, okay, I get it.
It was weird, then we broke up and then we got back together and shit. And
y'all cousins?
What?
Oh.
What the fuck?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
I mean shit, who would know about it?
Dominican.
Shit, fuck it. Nah, babe, I'll just chill out. I'll chill it.
Hey, he wildin' with it, y'all. He going with it, y'all. Nah, I'm playing, y'all. They not cousins, I swear. Even if they are, it's none of our fucking business.
Hey, yeah. But yeah, that's my hustle, the sandbox. Like, I trust her for real. Like, I'm grateful to have a girl on my side where it's like I could trust her enough to like have my back on everything. Like she respectful enough to say like she make me into a better person, and I love that about myself. Where she pushed me to become harder.
Okay, I feel you on that. Like
when I started that,
it's giving a lot of Drake vibes. Like I'm fucking with it for real, dog. Like it's real legit.
Yeah.
It's real legit. I'm fucking with it. Like, but on a serious note though, like. So doing the relationship with the YouTube and everything like that, like, do y'all ever have like bad points in the scenario, like where it's like, man, like I really ain't feeling her today with this, and you know, I can't really do what I want to do on YouTube because we not having a good day with each other. Like, y'all ever had them type of situations?
Of course. It's like I feel like that goes through with anybody else, cause it's like there's gonna be good days, gonna be bad days where it's like people don't really feel like doing anything. But it's all about the communication. Like, if you just be standing there stuck and just have an attitude the whole day, then you got both getting nowhere. So it's like you gotta talk to each other and see what each other feel.
Thanks.
That's the most important part about a relationship. That's the thing I learned about my girl. Like the thing I learned about our previous relationship compared to now, where it's like we used to be in arguments and shit, and we used to fall asleep mad at each other, and the next morning we just wake up having that shit pass with each other, where it's like, oh shit, like the tension not there but it's still there, feel me?
Yeah.
Cause we didn't talk about it. And
what's one of the biggest problems y'all had before, like something where it's like, I don't think we gonna make it past this one?
Shit, the biggest problem, where it's like,
somebody knows something right here. I'm getting a sense that somebody knows what it is, but we'll see if they both on the same page, y'all.
We was both a little toxic. I was toxic on most part. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I was the best nigga towards it. It was like, I used to be like mad, weird and selfish and childish. Like I used to be like that with her, and it's like it got to a point where it kind of fucked up our relationship. It was the reason why we both broke up. Not gonna lie.
Oh, so y'all did have a point where y'all broke up at one point?
Yeah.
So how did y'all get through that? Like, of course y'all are back together now. Like, how did y'all end up working that back out?
Start from there. I ain't gonna lie. When me and her broke up, I just thought the whole world crashed on my end, because I definitely was like the most good, honest woman in my whole life. Like, I done tried to get this girl back many times.
Right.
She killed me with silence. I spammed her phone. I emailed her at one point. Literally, like it got crazy.
Yeah.
It got crazy. So it's like,
you stalking her page and all that?
I respectfully, I stalked her page. Not gonna lie, I just stalked her page for sure.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I go through that sometimes.
Them fake accounts hit, word.
Yeah, one time Rihanna blocked me, and you know, I made a fake page, like, like you got me messed up, but hey, it is what it is.
But she killed me with silence, like, word. She killed me with silence bad. I text her, she would read that shit, she would not reply back for 3 years.
So like you had to go extra hard to like really get it Wait. How many years?
3 years.
3 years? Yo, you strict. Like, yo.
I wanted her back bad.
Yo, 3 years is crazy. You super strict. Ain't no way.
Nah, for sure. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when me and her was broken up, all these females was like, they was cool or whatever, but they ain't never matched the mentality that she had. Like, she had this crazy mentality to the point. It's like, you could be a good mother to my kids, for sure.
Out here, man. He giving out the props, man. And if you know, everybody knows, bro, you're never gonna find, like, that girl back to back. Like, bro, you're gonna have to search forever to find that one girl again. And you don't want to go through that, man. So just double back. Wait, yeah, just double back. Just find that one girl and just double back if she leaves you.
For sure.
But on a real note though, so like doing the YouTube and stuff together with the sister, with the girlfriend, or just anything, like how do you stay motivated doing all of your YouTube videos? Like how do you keep going every day on a daily basis?
Basically, it's just like literally on the days you just gotta keep doing it. Literally, everybody gonna have their down days, everybody gonna have their up days, but it's like when the down outweigh the good, it's your job to keep on pushing, because it's like you gotta keep on going, because if you stop, that's it, everything you build's gonna fall off. So it's like ain't no other point just to keep on going.
Facts.
The only failure is when you give up, literally.
So anybody new to the YouTube scene, what would you tell them first starting? Like, this is what I would do, this is how I got into it, and just stay with this and you'll be all right.
I would say, like, first things first, like, y'all gotta find something that your niche, you know, y'all probably hearing this shit a lot, is like your niche is the biggest thing for sure. Like, you gotta find something that clicks and what people like and keep on doing it till you're able to transition to something else. And the transition, it might be a bitch, but it's like, you gotta continue doing it till you have to click it on, like literally. I would say no video is ever a bad video, because unless you gotta promote it to your max, like literally get them clips, 1000%. Get those clips for those videos, clip it up for 30 seconds and post that shit on TikTok, YouTube Shorts. If that shit hits on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, that's a blessing on its own. And keep on going forth. Because I could say respectfully enough, when I was first starting off on YouTube and taking it serious, I was like, my videos was not hitting, so all I did was like, I just sat down, did clips, literally clip up my videos for like a calm whole day, give 10 to 15 clips and post them. One of them jaws go hit until it did, and that shit boosting my shit crazy.
Oh, wait. So you saying like you'll do 10 to 15 clips a day or just throughout the week?
A day, literally. Like say for example, if I posted 3 videos, I could deadass like that first video I post, I clip it up for 15 clips or even 10.
How you did your clips and stuff like that? Like, did you use an app to break down the clips, or you just like, all right, I'm gonna take this snippet out right here and I'm gonna post it?
Basically, I get a snippet with the most entertaining part of the video. I clip it up. Like, for example, if there's like a part of the clip where it's like it's dead silent, I clip it up. It's like straightforward, quick 1, 2. The most important part of doing the clip is like literally the first 3 seconds is important, because that's gonna capture their attention. That's the most important part. And once you capture their attention, they catch on.
Okay, I can feel it. I can dig it, y'all. So I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick, man. Earlier, we was in Eric's crib and stuff. I was charging my clippers up real quick, y'all, before the interview. And I noticed he had like a stack of books and stuff like that. So I wanted to ask you, like what's so fundamental about reading to you? Like, what's one of the best things about it to you?
The fundamental things is like you could get some knowledge, and the best knowledge is coming from people who lived previous lifetimes ago, because that's when people like they write down what their journey was or how their mentality was, so you could catch quick game and just quick glimpse on how you can add that for yourself. Because you could watch podcasts, you could do all this other shit, have a conversation with somebody, but like ain't nothing more but catching game on a book where it's like it teaches you to become a better person.
What's your favorite book that you learned game from so far?
My favorite book to learn game was The Way of Superior Man. Like, that book, it just teaches you how to become a more better individual as a male. And like, it teaches you how to become more grounded to yourself, more humble towards the beginners, and just stay down, like literally as a male. Because I feel like the most hardest shit that we got is to like, us as men, we be feeling like we have so much shit on our backs and we have to carry so much weight, and that it sucks, because it's like, it kind of feels like you have so much expectations on yourself. When you start feeling you don't reach that expectation, it makes you feel like shit as a man. But
you feel like women got it easier?
Type shit.
I'm gonna let them discuss that on their own time.
Type shit.
All right, so boom.
What about you?
Favorite book?
Favorite book?
Favorite book would probably be Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kowalski, y'all.
Wow.
Rich Dad Poor Dad gave out a lot of valuable information, especially on taxes. So you can go on and they got a whole chapter dedicated to taxes, y'all.
Sure.
Teach you how to be like an entrepreneur for real, with the write-off, with the use and stuff like that, just to get around, like 1099s, all that. But boom, I think one of the best lessons I learned from Rich Dad Poor Dad was always like try to add a skill set. So just keep trying to add more skills to your arsenal, and you know, try to make them go co-hand. So I think one of the things he was doing was he did aviation, right? And then he went to the military to learn how to fly planes. I forgot what he did with those skills, but you know, you can only imagine with those two things going co-hand. Like, it's right there. And then my second one, I would say neck to neck. I kid you not, guys, I hate reading 48 Laws of Power because it's so boring and there's so many old ass fucking stories in there. But when I did 50 of Law of Power, they gave out a lot of stories that was kind of similar to us that we could use. So I think one of the best things was just your mindset, just always telling yourself that you can do this and waking up and manifesting. So and I give you a little small story on that too. Like when I was in middle school, I think I moved to Atlanta at like 6th grade. And you know, I'm from Cartersville, so it was a lot of, you know, different environments for me. So I used to be kind of like timid and anxious to, like, you know, go to school. I used to be like, damn, like I don't really want to be here. And then like the anxiety kind of kicked in. So I used to tell myself every day, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong. And eventually I felt like I was the best person in the world. So boom, just a little manifestation for today for y'all.
That's tough. That's tough.
Man.
I fell with that.
So end goal right now, what you looking towards, like just in your end goal, like all together for you?
End goal is to literally like just be financially free, bro. Like I feel like everybody live in a financial chain. But the crazy thing about that, what I'm about to tell you, is like people be so in chain about money. It should never be like that, because money come and go for real. But it's like ain't nothing more than a blessing in itself. It's just blessing the people around you for real. Like that really makes my day. Literally giving people gifts or some shit and just brighten up their mood. It's like, it's something about seeing somebody smile. It just makes me happy, like, whoa.
Facts. So that's one of your small things that you really appreciate in life, just having people be happy genuinely around you. Like,
sure.
What's something that makes you kind of like, what's a small thing that makes you happy? Like somebody gave you this, it would make you happy, or if somebody did this gesture for you to make you happy type thing?
Oh shit, that's a good question. Shit. I would say when it comes down to gestures, it's like, I don't know. I like mental talks, bro. Like I'm not really a gift type of person. When somebody gives me something and that's a good gesture, it's just like more of like a communication, just talking and like getting to know somebody. It's like
also good conversation really sparks you.
Yeah, good conversations really sparks me. Perfect.
Okay,
for sure.
I definitely feel like that's a huge thing, especially with our community nowadays, where it's like, man, communication goes such a long way to where it's like you can just solve so many simple problems with just talking to somebody. Like, like they ask you a question and it's like you don't have an attitude with it. It's like, man, it's so simple. Like, man, just be nice when you talk to people. It's bigger than what you think it is out here. But I was about to say, y'all, so boom, I wanted to recap on something real quick. I wanted to ask him how, like, from now to then with the college experience with your parents, how was your dad feeling about it all together, like at that point, like from then to now?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. When it comes down to my pops, like I ain't gonna lie, like my pops is like a ghost for real. He ain't really give a fuck about shit, for real. It was only my mom. Like I had a pops, but he ain't really like, wasn't really doing his part. Like his only focus was his job, for real. Like, I ain't gonna blame him, you gotta bring the bread and the income, but like, yeah. But when it comes down to my mother, how she felt about it, she was panicking though. She's like, what the fuck?
Y'all cordial to this day, like you and your pops, or?
Me and my pops is cordial, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, I used to have mad hate, cause it's like, yo, I didn't feel heard. I didn't feel heard from my pops, so it's like, I felt like I was talking to a dead eyes or like a brick ass wall or some shit. But then eventually what I learned about myself as an individual, I gotta let go of that hate, and I gotta learn how to forgive. So it was just one day where like I sat down with my pops and we was like, I told her how I felt. He saw my points, I saw his points. And it's like that relieved a lot of tension and a lot of weight off me, because it's like a lot of people stem they problems and their mental shit towards their childhood shit and their childhood problems. But it's like I found peace towards that now. Back then, before then, I would say like a year ago, I did not have peace towards that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
So do you like does he like watch the videos and stuff now, or you feel like he's kind of like not into it too much?
I don't even know, to be honest.
If you could if you wanted to just impress him with your resume, what would be like the top biggest artists you would show him like that you work with so far?
Top biggest artists. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really too big into artists like that. Or anybody big in my category for real. Because respectfully enough, people have their goals and aspirations on who they really want to work with. And that's cool. But it's like, why do that when you could become the biggest version and the biggest thing yourself? And it's like, a lot of people won't believe until it actually happens, so you gotta work your way up to the top.
Facts.
But
So-
I could say people who I was close with, working with was Booba, Nodi. They the two biggest upcoming in New York right now. Shout out to them, Booba and Nodi right now. They doing their thing. My son Idris too. Idris doing his thing too. Those guys pretty much do their own thing. They be linking up with drill rappers. They be linking up with all those rappers doing their thing. Shout out to them. They doing their thing for sure.
Facts. So I know you've been out here for a minute now, and I'm pretty sure you don't gain some new friends and all that. So you could probably have a vibe for Atlanta and New York now.
Yeah, for
What
sure.
are you liking the best, like New York or Atlanta?
Shit, son. I would say New York because I still haven't had that chance to really explore Atlanta. I would love to. But right now, New York, Atlanta right now, how I'm feeling about Atlanta is cool. I like the vibes, I like how it's chill. And New York is kind of like fast paced. I'm not gonna lie, like, everything has to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
So you feel like it's slower out here?
Yeah. I
Is
like
it too slow, or you feel like it's kind of like it's just right, or is it just slow?
right. It's just right. It's just right. It's calm. Hella motion out here. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
Hella motion out here.
What type of motion you been getting into out here so far, like outside of YouTube?
That ass, like, outside of YouTube is just being around people I never thought I would be around with. Like, people, like, there was this a Shaq birthday party, Shaq birthday party, I saw a lot of big people on that shit. And that shit opened my eyes, like, there's way more than what the fuck I'm doing now.
Facts.
Heavy on that, for
So
sure.
you just take all that as motivation, basically, like you take it in and you're like, man, I really can do it if I just put my mind to it, because they doing it, shit. What's stopping me?
Hell yeah.
Facts. For sure. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I went to Shaq's birthday party and I was only there for like 5 minutes, y'all, but I dipped. I don't like crowds, but it wasn't a mansion. I'm gonna let y'all know that now.
For sure, for sure.
But that shit was lit though. I see that y'all had like a little interview with you and your sister. Y'all was on stage and everything like that. And it was real sentimental. I know you know what I'm talking about. You wanna kind of break down what happened during then and like how it kind of affected your career now, or?
Most definitely for sure how I could talk about that. I ain't gonna lie, that shit is really a sensitive topic. For those of y'all that know about that, the Karamo show with the show that me and my sister was on, that shit was initially, it was a caught by surprise. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. What she said mostly would really caught me by surprise because we kept our life so private to the point until that. But I appreciate my sister because, you know, she's really like a really strong heart person. Like, she's strong-hearted, and, you know, it took us to like a lot of places and shit. And most definitely, like, I would wish more, but nothing more but greatness towards her and me, because we did go through a lot of hardship. ACS, we went through a lot of dumb shit, like Carlson was involved, but when I come down to the show, it's like it kind of hits a spot, because, you know, like, me as an older brother, like, I would never wish that towards anybody else. And I would never wish that to my worst enemy at all. I love and appreciate her. It's just, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, like, when it comes down to this topic, it kind of hits home, because, you know, like, that shit really, like, hits volumes and shit. But, you know, what can I do? Everything's really set in stone. Like, it's like, God, I just let God be doing this work, and God doing this talking, for sure.
Facts. Man, y'all heard it first, dawg. That's where we at with it. My boy said he's growing with it. He's got down, moving around, flowing, you know what I'm saying? But boom. Oh, I can get that shirt off of you?
Yeah. Oh, bird.
I'm gonna get in this on camera real quick. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a gift, man. We gave him a long sleeve Bad Dog Exploited shirt, man. I know y'all tired of seeing this by now, but we got some new shit coming for y'all,
sure.
man. Boom. Here you go, my dog.
I appreciate